I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's good, y'all, man? We here again with another video today, and today we are here to focus on the New York Knicks offseason. Before I get into that, I want to say like and subscribe. Sorry I didn't upload on Monday. Monday was Labor Day. Yeah, I was out. Sorry. But other than that, man, we're here again with this video, man. Today we are talking about the New York Knicks, who had a pretty interesting offseason. But first of all, let's talk about last season, man. They surprised a lot of people, and were a winning team. They made the playoffs. They were a 4 seed. Went to the playoffs. It was fun. Their playoff series was fun. Even though they lost in 5, it was a really fun series. You had the crowd. Other than the spitting on Trae Young, the crowd was really into it, really energetic, and it was a fun atmosphere, and it was fun to watch. I actually wish I could have went to one of those games, bro. That shit just looked so fun. But for them to make the playoffs last year, it came out of nowhere, bro. The year before that, Julius Randle was not the player that he is now. He slimmed down a lot. That's something that I realized. He slimmed down a lot. He has muscle, and he always had muscle, but like last year, it looks more toned. He looks like he got more skinnier. He just got bigger, and he just moved way different now. Like, it's not like the year before that he was just missing shots, and the shots that he was taking were bad shots. It's just like he got better at what he was doing. Like, he got more smoother. His handle got better. His 3-shot got better. I think he shot 40% from 3 this year. And the year before that, he shot 29. And he just got I don't know what. I always said this, and I've been saying this all year. I wanna talk to him and ask him what he did during quarantine for him to get this better. Because he is a dog. I think he made second team All-NBA, bro. And it came out of nowhere. Julius Randle is a person that always had a lot of potential. It was just the way that he plays basketball was not just, it wasn't the smartest way. He has tunnel vision all the time. He wasn't really that much of a playmaker. He was a terrible defender, and scoring just came in bunches. It was sometimes inconsistent. But this year he changed all that narrative, and he just looked better this year. Like, he looks smooth. Like, he looks like a hooper. I know people like to use that term a lot, but like, bro, he looks like a hooper. Like, before that, he was just a powerhouse. He would just body you. He'll shoot threes often, but he's a powerhouse. He'll body. But like, now he twinging behind the back, step back threes, corner threes. He's a hooper now, and I really want to know what the hell he did. I want to know, bro, because I never see somebody get that nice over the offseason. Like, the year before that, yeah, he averaged damn near 20, but like, it was like 20 on 42% shooting. Like, he's consistent as hell, and his bag just got deeper over the offseason. But he had a good season last year. RJ came in and had a good sophomore season. Shot 40% from 3, which is something I did not know until the playoffs. And he had a good, decent season. Mitch Robinson was out for most of the year, so they missed him in the playoffs. The rookies that they drafted were really interesting. Obi Toppin. I remember people in that preseason game, the first preseason game, I think he had a really good game. I think he had like 24. A lot of people was like, yep, this is our future, bro. They were excited. And now that Julius Randle is having a season, the career that he's going to have, as far as the trajectory that is going, like, he's getting better and better. Obi Toppin wasn't allowed to do what a lot of people expect him to do this season, because he had an all-star in front of him. And that's one thing I'm going to talk about later in the video, but he didn't really have a bad season. I'm not going to put it on him because he just didn't have the opportunity. But then you go to Emmanuel Quickly, who had a really good season. I think he was second team All-Rookie. A really fun, exciting season. And that was fun for me to watch because he's from my area. So it was really fun to watch. But, other than that, didn't really have Derrick Rose. I forgot. They got Derrick Rose back. Derrick Rose had a little 6-man-of-the-year type season until the playoffs where he had to start. Because I don't even think Alfred played. If he played, that boy was just, I didn't even know. He didn't play. But yeah, Tom Thibodeau came into the team, changed the culture. They were the number 1 defense, or at least top 5 defense throughout the whole year. But I know they started off number 1. Them and the Cavs kind of went at it. Like, 1 week the Cavs were number 1, then the next week the Knicks were number 1. Then the Knicks just took off with it. We slowed down. I think we ended like 22 in the league. They're still like top 5 defense the whole season with Mitch Robinson being out some of the year, they still had Nerlens Noel coming off the bench, another great center defender. And Julius Randle stepped up his defensive game a lot. RJ Barrett became a decent defender. I wouldn't say he's too good, too bad. He became a decent defender. But you can see the culture that changed as soon as Coach Tom Thibodeau came to the team, bro. They're like a top 5 defense. And I don't expect it to stop. Yes, they got some pieces this year, and they're not really defensive pieces. But I just think with the culture of this team, they're still going to have a really good defense. But let's talk about what they did this offseason. First off, in the draft, they drafted Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride. Quentin Grimes is a person that they needed. The one thing that you can always say about the Knicks is they don't have shooting. Reggie Bullock was okay. Even though Julius Randle and RJ Barrett shot 40% from the three. They're not shooters. I think they got a shooter in the draft in Quentin Grimes, bro. He's a shooter, and he's sometimes a bucket, bro. Now, I'm kind of wondering how much time he's going to get off the bench this season, because I don't expect it to be a lot, because you got other players in front of you like Alec Burks, you got Manuel Quigley, D. Rose, and then you also got the starters in Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. So I'm kind of confused on how much time he's going to get off the bench, but I still think that was a really good pick for them, because he is a knockdown shooter. You seen it in the summer league, bro. I think he had a game where he exploded for like 25. So he's a knockdown shooter. Then you got Miles McBride, a 3-and-D type point guard, bro, who can also shoot the lights out. I think he had 5 threes in the game in the summer league too. So they had a really decent draft. It's not going to show right away because they're a winning team, so they're not going to be playing their rookies right away. But they had a really decent draft. And then you look at the sophomores. Emmanuel quickly had a dominant summer league where it looked like sometimes he shouldn't even been out there. Same with Obi Toppin. He was one of the best players in the whole summer league. And you see the potential in Obi. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that now. It sucks for Obi Toppin, right? It really does. Because the dude has a lot of potential. And it looked like he was about to take over this team. But just Julius Randle just came out of nowhere, bro. He came out of nowhere. I literally expected him to get traded in the middle of the season and probably get like a $15 to $18 million contract this past free agency. But no, the motherfucker making $33 million now. He's a max player. And I can't put that on Obi Toppin, and it sucks, man. Part of me wants to say, like, I want to see Obi Toppin on a new team, but it's only the motherfucker's second year. But even though it's his second year, Obi Toppin is like 24 already. I think Obi Toppin's 25 right now. Like, he's a sophomore, but he's 25. So, I really want to see him on a new team because, bro, the dude got a lot of potential, bro. He has a lot of potential. A lot of defender, a scorer. He can do a lot of... Oh, he's only 23? He came in at 22? That's old, but that ain't that old. Motherfucker Chris Duarte, 24. That ain't that old. But, yeah, I really want to see him on a new team, though. Because I'm a big Obi Toppin fan. I think he has a lot of potential, but it's gonna be cut off because he's not even starting. He's not even getting a lot of playing time because you have an all-star in front of you, bro. So that's one thing that kind of scares me about this upcoming season. Hopefully he can have a little decent season coming off the bench. He should be the number one big man off the bench, even though they got Nerlens Noel. I would actually play Obi Toppin a lot, but you don't know. Coach Tom Thibodeau, if you come in and you make one bad play, you out. Tom Thibodeau will play the whole bench before if his starters is playing bad. I think he did that before. He subbed out all 5 of his starters and put all 5 of his bench players in. He don't play. If you come out playing bad, you're out of there. You're out of there. But what they did in free agency was actually really exciting and really promising, bro. They got Kemba Walker. My wish for Kemba Walker this year is for him to make the All-Star team. It's a far-fetched wish. But for him to make the All-Star team in his hometown, that shit would just be that would be amazing, bro. That would be amazing. I still think Kemba got something left in him, bro. People forget Kemba he still averaged damn near 20 last season, bro. Maybe it was in like 38 games, just a little bit of games, but he's not washed. No way in hell I'm gonna say he's washed. He gets hurt a lot. He's on some Gordon Hayward shit. Hopefully he can stop getting hurt. It's crazy how Kyrie never really got hurt. Went to the Celtics. Got hurt, and he's dealing with injuries now. Gordon Hayward in Utah never really got hurt. Went to the Celtics. Now he's just on and off. Kemba Walker never got hurt in Charlotte. Went to the Celtics. Now he gets hurt all the time. But yeah, I really want Kemba Walker to go back into that All-Star mode this season. I think he could, bro. Playing in your hometown, that means a lot. Especially if your hometown is New York, that means a lot. So to see him make the All-Star team, bro, I damn near want to see him make it over. Never mind. I was about to say I want to see him make it over Colin Sexton, but fuck no. Colin Sexton is my favorite player in the All-Star games in Cleveland. We need one All-Star. I'd love to see Kemba make another All-Star team, bro. That would be fun. But the next player that they signed is a player that I never really expected them to sign. I think it came out of nowhere, and I thought he would go to any other team but the Knicks. But when you look at it, bro, it makes perfect sense for him and for the team. They signed Evan Fournier for 4 years. I want to say 94 or 96 million, which is not that much at all. Some Knicks fans are kind of outraged about that. Said it was a lot of money. It was overpaid, bro. That's how much he was going to get anyway from any other team. So I love that deal for him. But other than that, for the Knicks, bro, that's a perfect fit. You go from having Reggie Bullock, who, no offense to Reggie Bullock, he was just a shooter. You go from him to Evan Fournier, who's a shooter, probably an even better shooter, who can also score, a really decent scorer. To me, a really underrated, decent playmaker. And a really decent defender, bro. He fits perfectly with this team. He doesn't really need the ball. The motherfucker just played with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. And he still averages motherfucking points. He still averages 18. Like, he's going to be really good for this team, bro. He might be their second leading scorer, bro, if Kemba not on shit. But if Kemba on some shit, it's Kemba. But he might be their second leading scorer, bro. And I feel like that was a perfect fit for this team, bro, because that's just what they needed. They needed shooting. The focus for the Knicks this offseason should have been shooting, because Reggie Bullock cannot be your only shooter. They got rid of him, though. That was crazy. I didn't think that was going to happen. I definitely thought he was going to come back. But that should have been a focus for this offseason. I feel like they did that. They got Alec Burks back, who's also a pretty decent shooter. Got Quentin Grimes in the draft. Kemba and Evan Fournier, a really good shooter. So I feel like they did a really good job addressing shooting. And another thing I wanted to talk about was RJ Barrett. You signed Kemba Walker. You signed Evan Fournier. Those are two players that need their shots. Evan Fournier might not need a lot. But still, he's, like I just said, he just played with 3 other All-Stars and still averages points. So he definitely needs shots. A lot of people are expecting RJ Barrett to have a really decent season. Damn near most improved player type season. And I want him to have that. I just don't think that's going to happen with the pieces around him. You have Kemba, you have RJ, you have an All-Star and Julius Randle. I don't know if I can expect RJ's numbers to jump up 4 points. The dude, damn near, what did he average last season? The dude averaged 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. I don't expect him to jump up to 22 or like 20, because that's what he would need to average to even be in conversation for most improved player. I don't expect that with all the pieces around him that got better. You got Kemba Walker, you got Evan Fournier, you still got Emmanuel Quickly and I was about to say DJ Rose and D Rose off the bench, who's also going to come in and get their shots up. I don't expect him to have that amazing bounce back season. I mean, he had a good season last year. I don't want to say bounce back. I don't expect him to have that amazing season that a lot of people are thinking he's going to have this season. I don't see it. I want him to, because like I said, I want everybody to get paid. I want everybody to get their money. And this is his contract year. Well, it's a contract extension year. But I don't expect that to happen with the pieces around him. So my whole thing is, I just hope with the signing of Kemba and Evan Fournier, that doesn't stunt RJ's development, because he's a really good player, bro. And I kind of like what they was doing with him and Randle, but Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker were too good to pass up on. So I'm not mad at the Knicks for doing that. Kemba Walker, he's making $8 million a year. That's a steal. Fucking, what's Evan Fournier making a year? I think it was 94. So 94 divided by 4. Evan Fournier, damn. It can't be 94. I don't think they pay Evan Fournier 24 million, 23 million. Hold on. I think he making Evan Fournier contract. He can't be making 20. 73. I was tweaking. I said, boy, this nigga 96. I'm tweaking. When you look at this video, I did not mean to say 96. I don't know who I was thinking about. He making 4 years, 73. That's 18 million. That's not bad. That's a steal. Because he was the person that damn near getting 20 in free agency. So, I'm not mad at them for signing them, but I'm just hoping that doesn't stunt RJ's development because he just came off a big year for him. The motherfucker shot 40% from 3. That's crazy. A player that a lot of people don't respect his jump shot. You heard what Anthony Edwards said. He was right about it too. Because in the playoffs, that motherfucker was saying nothing. Another thing I want to talk about is their bench, bro. Their bench is something that's not really going to get talked about a lot, but they got a deep bench, bro. Like I just said, you got the 2 rookies that you drafted who can come in and they can play minutes right away. They're 2 NBA rookies. Quentin Grimes, he just needs to shoot the ball. Miles McBride is a decent defender who can also shoot the ball. But then you got Emmanuel Quickley, who can kind of have a 6 man of the year type year. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he'll get there, but he can definitely have that. D Rose, a vet who can also have a 6 man of the year type year. But listen to this. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade D Rose in the middle of the year. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, you got D Rose and you got Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks. You see in the game that he had in the playoffs. Obi Toppin, Jericho Sims definitely gonna get some minutes. Like they have a deep bench, bro. So this is a really good team when you look at it, bro. From top to bottom, a really good team. Then you got a good coach. This is a really good team, a really scary team in the East. When you look in the East, bro, it's not a lot of teams I'll take over them. The Bucks, Nets, 76ers. Even with whatever they're doing, I'll probably still take the 76ers. Miami, I was gonna do a Miami video today, and I might not ever do that because I don't know what I'm gonna say about them. Off season was cool, bro, but I'm not high on it, bro. I'm not gonna say that. But still, I'll take Miami over them. Boston, I don't know if I'm taking Boston over the Knicks. And a lot of people probably gonna get mad at that. I'm just not that big of a Boston fan. I don't know. Dennis Schroeder for what does he make? $8 million or like $5 million? That's really good. But I don't know. I'm gonna take the Knicks over Boston. Now Chicago or the Knicks. I would love for that to be a series. Oh, let me say this real quick. The Hawks. So that's probably like 5 teams I'll take over the Knicks. But Chicago. Chicago and the Knicks would be a fun series. The reason why I say that is you've seen what that series did for Trae Young. A lot of people knew Trae Young was nice, but motherfuckers didn't know he was as nice as he is. Putting Zach LaVine in Madison Square Garden is the same thing, if not better. Because I don't think people know who the fuck Zach LaVine is. I think it's still people out there, casuals out there, that think he's a dunker. There's still people that think that. I think some NBA analysts said that shit last year. I don't know who it is. They all don't. But, I think it's still people out there that still think that he's a dunker. And I think he would go in that series and kill them. But, yeah, that would be a good series. But, I might have to take the Knicks over them, bro. So, the Knicks are a really good team, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised if they over some of those teams like the Heat, the Celtics, the 76ers. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. They're a really deep, nice young team, bro. And I like them, bro. I think that's it. That's all I gotta say, right? Yeah, that's really all I gotta say, bro. The things that I was worried about is like somewhere down the line, like when are they gonna go out there and try to get a big name? That's one thing I'm kind of intrigued about. When are they gonna go out there and try to get a big name? Because they're playing winning basketball, so I know a lot of big names watching. They kind of intrigued about it, but when are they gonna go out there and get it, bro? I want to see some rumors. I want to see a Devin Booker rumor site. Nah, they going to the playoffs every year now. But then that's it for this video, man. That's all I gotta say for the Knicks, man. I feel like the Knicks had a W offseason. I would grade it like an A. I feel like it's another underrated offseason, bro. But other than that, man, that's it for this video.